Welcome to our course, C++ for Absolute Beginners. I'm going to give you a walkthrough of what we're going to be covering in the course. So in the introductory module, we're going to get a good overview of C++ and where it came from, why you'd want to use it. Then we're going to see how to set up our IDE, which is going to allow us to actually create C++ programs. Next, we'll move into the language fundamentals so we can build a great foundation and some basic C++ syntax and constructs. So this includes variables and also constants. We'll go through conditionals as well, and arrays, and also the manipulation of data in arrays. We'll see how to loop through arrays as well, and we'll get into structs, which are going to be like lightweight classes. We're also going to end with a challenge for this module to solidify what we're learning. Next is going to be classes and functions. So here we start getting into more complex data structures. So we'll start off with functions, which we'll see we can use as standalone, and then we'll move into classes. We'll see how to add properties to classes, constructors, and methods. Next is going to be pointers, which are going to allow us to let other callers point to one instance of an object without having to create multiple instances. Then we're going to get into class inheritance, and the module will end with a challenge. Then we move into templates. Here we're going to discuss function templates and then class templates. So there are some similarities to these, but they're used in different kinds of ways. And like our other modules, we're going to end with a challenge, which is going to solidify what we're learning and also provide us with some great hands-on experience. Next up is vectors. And really vectors are like arrays, but they can grow in size, so they're not fixed. We're going to see how to manipulate data inside of vectors, so adding it, removing it, accessing it through indexes, and we'll see as well how to create vector functions, which you may not have ever heard of in C++, but you can certainly use them. And the ability to search in a vector is very useful, so we'll see how to do that as well. And the module also will end with a challenge. Our final module is going to be on exception handling. So we're going to go through the syntax of setting up the exception, the different code blocks that we'll need to make it happen. Then we'll see how to catch a generic exception and what you can get out of it. Next is nested exceptions or chained exceptions. And then we'll have our custom exception, so we can build our own exception and handle it also. Then we'll end with a challenge on this module.